Hello, online crew. I want to share with you a little story today of one of the platforms that I'm on that I saw my following go down, 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 down. And then just recently it's gone up, 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 up. So this journey that we go on with social media platforms and losing followers, then gaining followers, I just want to share with you what I've done just sort of recently to sort of change my following on one of my platforms because it might be helpful to you. Obviously, I'm in the industry. I'm doing what you do. I'm living and breathing the same things that you guys are, and I'm testing and trialing and doing different things all the time. So there's a few things that I've just done with one of my Instagram channels, not the one that I'm on live right now. If you're watching on Instagram over here on my phone, that's made a big difference. So I just want to share that with you. Some of you might just be on Facebook. Some of you might be doing Facebook and Instagram. Some of you might be doing Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Every platform has got its little nuances and differences and features, and we kind of need to work out what works on each of them. So I just want to share with you what's happened with one of my Instagram channels. Even if you're not on Instagram, like you're watching from Facebook or even on YouTube, just listen to what I'm going to share with you, because some of the things, like the principles that I'm talking about, even though I'm talking about like an Instagram following on one of my channels, it's kind of relative to other platforms as well as in relation to growing a following, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'll just share with you, like, I'm a little bit unusual in what I've got going on socials. Probably a little bit too much. Like I'm in a lot of places, but it can be done. Like I don't work it nearly as much as I used to. I used to be a workhorse, and like some of you obviously that know me well probably know that I'm busy, but I'm nowhere near busy as like I used to be. But I've still got a Facebook personal pro, and I'm not saying you need all of this. Like, just because I'm just about to share with you all the platforms I'm on, I'm not saying that you need to do this too. Okay, but I've got my Facebook personal profile. I've got a Facebook business page for my social media. I've got a Facebook business page for my health, brand. I've got an Instagram channel profile for this social media stuff, which I'm live streaming at the moment. I've also got another Instagram, which just deals with like health stuff. I focus on perimenopause and menopause as a brand. And then I've got TikTok as well, which is not business for me. That's product based. That's kind of on the perimenopause and menopause stuff. And then I've got some Facebook groups as well. So that's a lot, isn't it? Do you think you could do all that? I'm not necessarily recommend you do all of that, but in all of that and being on all those platforms, I was just about to give up on one of my Instagram profiles. So I've got the business one where I teach social media, which I'm live on now if you're watching on Instagram, but I've also got another Instagram profile where I talk about menopause and health things, and I sell health and wellness products, obviously. I would put the same video up on TikTok, on my Instagram. I'd get a lot of love. I'd get a lot of leads from TikTok. I would get nothing from Instagram. It was kind of wearing me down a little bit. I even spoke to some of my mentors about it, and they're like, yeah, perhaps give that one away. Like we were all kind of in agreement that I've got to streamline things and perhaps give that one away. So I was just about to. However, about 3 weeks ago, I posted a video, and this is how quickly it can change. What was happening is actually my following was going down. I was watching it over a number of months, just go down, down, down. And I watched it go down about 3,000 followers. It's like, this is a painful, slow death going on my Instagram at the moment. And that's not very motivating. Like, I don't know about you guys, if you've got followings and you see it decline, it's like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything. And like I teach social media and I'm still had a following that was declining. My mentality around that was, it's okay. You're just getting rid of the people that are not in your target market. It's okay. It's like people unsubscribing from an email list. Some people go, oh, why are people unsubscribing? It's like, it's okay. They're actually already qualifying themselves out of the game, which is a good thing. Okay. So I'm watching my following going down and I'm like, this is just wasting my time. Posted one video. It just happened to be a recipe, which was an easy recipe. I just shared my story. If you don't know much about my story and cooking, I don't really like cooking. I grew up in a household without a mum. So being in the kitchen was just something I had to do. It's not something that I enjoyed doing. Like I didn't grow up with smells in the kitchen and, having lovely times with mum in the kitchen. It was just, I've got to learn how to cook and I'm busy doing everything else. So just, yeah, my story, my life. I wish I loved cooking, but I don't. So I shared in this video, I don't like cooking, but this is a pretty cool recipe. And I shared how I did. Anyway, it kind of went off. I wouldn't say like viral is technically kind of in the millions, but it's got close to 200,000 views on it. It's changed everything for that particular Instagram channel. It's boosted all my other videos. And every day now I'm waking up to lots of leads. One video. Okay. So what did I do to change that? Now think about the platform that you're on. The first thing that I want to share is the only way that you'll fail is if you give up and stop. If you get mentally in your own head about nothing's working, I'm not getting any engagement, and you give up, that's the sure way to not get any results. I was almost there, but something inside me kept telling me, don't give up, Helen. Keep going. You're doing the videos anyway for TikTok. Keep going on Instagram. Just keep posting. So I did. So virtually kind of daily videos. So the consistency and the mindset around keep going. Just keep fine tuning. There's my second thing though. Fine tuning it. What I did around the same time is I focused in on one problem. One. So when you're thinking about your brand, the problems you solve, your target market, how many different things are you talking about? So on Facebook's a little bit different to other platforms, but definitely on Instagram and TikTok, if you're on those platforms, just let me know in the comments, how many platforms are you on? Like, is it one? Is it just Facebook? Is it Facebook and Instagram? Is it Facebook and Instagram, TikTok? Like, is it 1, 2, 3? Like, I'm just interested to know how many platforms are you actually on and you're trying to navigate? Would love to know. So obviously I've got multiple platforms that I'm trying to navigate. But one, consistency. You never know when something's going to change, but if you stop posting, you're never going to get that opportunity. Really, like I love branding. I love teaching branding. I've got my own brands, but even in my own brand, I dialed it in. And now I'm talking about, even on my TikTok, I'm talking mainly about one thing. So this is the product-based stuff that I'm talking about, not business, like team building. I'm talking about product. So those of you in a product-based business, how many things are you talking about and how specific are you, with what you talk about? So fine tune it to one problem that you solve. And you talk about that thing in pretty much every video that you do. Okay? Get really laser focused on one problem that you solve, not many problems that you solve. Okay? So we're getting laser focused with that. Then when you post your videos, or it could be reels on Facebook as well, put keywords on that video. So you finished your video, your reel, your TikTok, your Instagram reel, Facebook reel, if you're on Facebook, and think of all the keywords that represent that one thing and your target market. And so you've finished your video, maybe it's talking, maybe it's B-roll, you've got your words, you've got your captions if you're speaking, like your video's ready to go. At the very last minute, go push the text button, type all your keywords on the screen. So they're all there. then pull your finger down, so you squeeze them like to really, really small text, and slide them off the screen. So no one can see them, but you've got all the keywords of the particular problem that you're solving, the target market that you want to reach, a particular, like, what is it? Is it weight loss? Is it skincare, anti-aging? Is it bloating? Is it if you've got a health-based product, like whatever your content is, like find a whole lot of keywords, go and ask ChatGPT, what are the best keywords for me to use on my social media if I'm targeting this person with this problem? Get those keywords, put them on your screen, squeeze them down, slide them off the screen so nobody can see them. And every single piece of content, you share those keywords in the background. Help the algorithm find your people. Does that make sense? Okay. Help the algorithm find your people. So every kind of reel video that you put out, put the keywords in, slide them off the screen. So do that as well. If you're on Instagram and you've got the feature for trial reels, do trial reels every time. So what I'm doing at the moment is I will record a video, put it up on TikTok, go over to Instagram. Why not? I'm just using the same video. So I use the same video, and I put it in my drafts. So then, like, I've got my draft of my video in Instagram. Then I go into my drafts and I duplicate that video twice. So I've got the one that I created, and I've duplicated that video twice in my drafts. So 3 times I've got 3 copies of my video in my drafts in Instagram. Okay. I send one to my feed. I post that, and then I send one to trial reels, and then I've got one stored in my drafts. So if one does really well, that I can duplicate it again and send it out to trial reels again. One of the reasons why my Instagram took off, and so I've already shared with you that I lost 3,000 followers in the last sort of few months, just kept it watching go down, 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 down. It's like, man, I teach this stuff and I'm still not doing very well. But I've gained over 8,500 followers in the last 21 days because of that one video. But this is the strategy that I'm kind of using. I tightened up my branding. I'm using keywords on every video. I'm saving it in drafts, duplicating it twice, sending one to my feed, sending one to trial reels, and I'm getting new followers and comments on the trial reels. Okay. I am waking up at the moment. I'm waking up every day to new leads. Like, I'm spending hours nurturing leads at the moment. Like, that's a pretty good problem to have, isn't it? And like, I can hardly keep up, but it's a very good problem to have. And I've had sales, like I've had 4 new sales in the last 2 days. I almost was going to close that Instagram account. So why I'm sharing this with you, 1, you won't get those kind of results if you stop posting. And sometimes that's just a mindset game. You just need to keep going. Okay. The ability of reels to change the game, like if you're not doing reels or you're not doing reels consistently, that is a piece of content that you want to focus on. And short form video on TikTok. Most of my reels, most of my leads, like 98% of my leads, to be honest, come from TikTok and Instagram, not Facebook at the moment. Okay. But that's through short form video. So I'm just sharing with you, most of my leads are coming from short form video. Are you listening to me? Most of my leads, or like 98% of my leads, are coming from short form video. But the content and the video is laser focused now. Like, I've really dialed in. Like, I can teach a lot of things around, health and wellness and stuff like that. And I talk about a lot of different things. But for the most part, most of those videos, I'm now talking about one problem. And that's helping. Okay. I'm giving out one keyword with most of my videos. So I'm streamlining it for myself, because every day it's the same keyword. It's the same conversation I'm having, and I'm getting very good at dialing in that conversation, which means I'm closing more sales. You picking anything up? Just put the number 1 down below if you're picking anything up from what I'm sharing with you. Okay. So 5 things I want you to sort of take from what's happening in my world with my socials. Dial in your brand. One major problem. It doesn't mean you can't talk about other things, but what's the one main thing that you're solving? And talk about that one main thing. And I teach branding. I know this, but I've really dialed this in the last few weeks, and it's making a massive difference, okay, with my lead flow. It's gone off the charts, okay? So dial in your brand. And if your brand is wishy-washy, if people don't really know what they do, if they're scrolling your Facebook or your Instagram or your TikTok and they still don't really know what problem you're solving, revisit your branding, okay? Second thing, are you providing helpful and valuable information? The reason why the video that I had went kind of viral is because it was really helpful to people. I didn't even ask for anything in return. It was just helpful to my audience. And obviously, because it was helpful, a lot of people, watched it and commented on it. And therefore, it got lots and lots of views. But just that one video boosted all my other views. And it's just boosted everything. Okay. So think about that. Are you just sharing? Like, just really dissect and evaluate is what you're sharing. Like, are you sharing every now and again something that's actually teaching people something or helpful, not just entertaining, not just content for the sake of content, not like, what are you actually like teaching people or sharing that's actually really helpful? Have a think about that. So scan your own content. Is there something in that content that's actually really helpful for your audience? Because it makes a difference. Okay. The third thing is just keeping that consistency, even though it might be doing your head in. You're not getting much engagement. You think, why do I bother? You just got to keep going. I'll say it again. I was about to give up on that Instagram channel and I've gained 8,500 followers in 21 days. Now, if I'd actually given up, I would have never have got that. I wouldn't be getting the lead flow every day now, and I wouldn't have made the sales that I've made this month if I gave up. So don't give up, okay? The fourth thing, if you're on Instagram and you've got access to trial reels, still use them, okay? I still believe there's lots of traction to be gained from trial reels if you know what they are, okay? If you don't, just go and Google it, ask ChatGPT. What's trial reels? How do I use them? I can't see the feature. How do I get it? Like, use ChatGPT to answer all your questions. And the fifth thing is using keywords in the background of your videos, TikTok or Instagram. I would be doing that on every video because it does help, like, the algorithm over time when you're consistent, learn who you want to attract. Even if that's a particular country, put a country in your keywords. Or a particular like target market, a group of people, put that in your keywords and have that on every video that you post in the background, but not so people can see it, like sliding it off. Like, I believe keywords are more effective than hashtags. Well, the head honcho of Instagram came out, a couple of months ago and basically said hashtags are dead. I'm still using them a little bit, but I'm definitely focusing on keywords. Okay. So I hope you get something out of that, even just one tip out of that, whatever platform that you're on, that might help you. As I said, like, I lost 3,000 followers over a number of months and I was getting fairly disgruntled with that. It's not nice when that happens. Even for me that teaches social media and knows all the things, but it can easily change. And so it's my job now to keep up the momentum, keep the content dialed in, keep up the consistency, dialing in my nurturing kind of sequence with my leads. It doesn't mean that everyone's buying, but if they keep coming back to my content and they hear the same message over and over and over again, they might not buy now, but they might buy in 3 months' time or 6 months' time. So dial in that message, dial in the problem that you solve. Okay. Awesome tip. Thank you, Helen. Glad that they're helpful, Jody. Great to see you on live. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. Just sort of listen to those 5 things that I shared with you. They're working for me, so they may just work for you. Okay. So this is my last live video of the week. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Make sure you catch me next week for more like trainings like this. If you're in my coaching community, we just finished live Q&A Zoom call number 1. So catch the replay of that. We talked about all sorts of tips to help you build your business online, and I will do live Q&A Zoom call number 2 tonight if you're in Australian time zone or UK, Europe, etc. Okay, so thank you for joining me live. I hope that was helpful. Go and put those things into place, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.